Welcome back to the Caribbean edition of the Useful Content Creation Show. And today we have with us amateur chef and content creator, Kriston Alvarez.
Broadcasting live from Relate Studios in Trinidad and Tobago, it's the Useful Content Creation Show with your host, Juma Bannister.
Hello and good morning to everyone. This is the Useful Content Creation Show. My name is Juma Bannister and I'm happy to be with you this wonderful Saturday broadcasting live from Trinidad and Tobago at Relate Studios. A special welcome to the Useful Content community. This is episode 11 of season 2 of our show, and today we have a very special show. We're going to have a conversation with Kriston Alvarez, better known as Just Kriston, and of course we have the new segment that we usually run these days called Agree Disagree. This is Saturday. We're going to relax. We have a stripped down version of the show, no exclusive content and no content love as we usually have, but it is the Caribbean, and so we're going to have some fun with it. So thanks to everybody who's in the comments, who's just coming in. Let me see who's in the comments here. Micaiah, good morning to you, Micaiah. A blessed Saturday morning to you as well. Good to have you on looking at the show. Today's show is going to be great. Stick around. Remember, we are UCC, the Useful Content Community. And for those people who don't know what that means, let me show you what we do. We throw our bulbs up to light up the place, and we drop our hashtag, the UCC Live. So everyone down in the comments, make sure and represent. So we own the BULB emoji. Don't forget to drop your UCC Live. Usually at this time, we look at what happened in the last week, but we reserve that for the Thursday show. So we're going to get swiftly into the conversation with Kriston. So let's do that right now. Today we have with us all the way from Sandy Grande, which is in the east part of Trinidad and Tobago for my international crowd, your favorite teenage TikTok and Instagram chef. Please put your bulbs up and help me welcome to the show, Kriston Alvarez.
Hello. Morning.
Good morning. How you going, bro?
I good. Wow, bad time.
Man is an important fella. You're getting called in the middle of the show and things.
I good. How are you going?
I am doing well. I am doing very well. Let me just fix my camera here a little bit to make sure I'm more centered. Hey, it's great to have you on. It's great to have you on.
It's great to be on.
Nice. It's been a long time coming. All right, so tell the people who you are and what you're about.
Well, my name is Kriston Alvarez. I'm 17 years old. I live in Sandy Grande and I do content on TikTok and Instagram. Cooking content to be specific.
Yeah. And it's actually I like what you do. So here's the big question, right? And this is the question that I ask everybody on the show. What makes your content useful?
What makes it useful? I guess what makes my content useful is that people could come and understand how to make a dish, but at the same time, don't take it too seriously because, sometimes people just need to relax. So I guess in that aspect, it could be useful if you're just trying to unwind and not be too serious and have a laugh. So, yeah.
Right. So let's talk about how we met, right? So I've been on TikTok for a few months. And what happened is that, people generally tend to tag me in things. And somebody tagged you, I think it was Kathy, tagged you and said, hey, look at you doing good stuff here. And I went across to the thing. I have the screenshots of it. I don't know why I didn't load it up.
Yeah. I
literally have the screenshots of that conversation. And maybe I could still load it up here. And what happened is that I went to your profile and I realized, well, wait, now this fella doing really cool stuff here. He's cooking and different things. And I found that to be very cool. So I decided to make a comment and engage with the content a little bit. And I found it to be very, very, very good content. So So here we are. I say I need to talk to this guy. Talk to this guy. Let me see if I can find the actual screen of it. Let me see. Okay, this might be it here. All right. Yeah. So this is Kathy tagging me here saying, "Hey, are you doing well?" I say, "Thanks for the tag. Love seeing things like this." And then I was like, let me see. Then I was like, fantastic book name, Tape and Rice, because the first video I saw was a very specific video. How I got to 1 million on TikTok. So it's very good, man. It's very, very good. You're doing good stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, my wife loves your tablecloth.
And everybody calls it a tablecloth, but it's actually a kind of wrap for the counter.
Mm-hmm. A wrap? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, but it's classic. It's very Trini. I remember.
Yeah, everybody saying that there, but it's a kind of plastic sheeting over the counter now.
Well, yeah, that used to be tablecloth back in the day. That used to be a tablecloth. This plastic thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very, very classic. Yeah. All right, so let's look at your very first video on TikTok, right? Yes. Let's have a look at that.
Got another For You page. Well, today we're gonna be cooking yakisoba noodles. So take it in there. You're gonna have 2 teaspoons of sugar to a bowl, then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, then you're gonna have 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and after that you're gonna come in with 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and then after that you're gonna come in with 4 tablespoons of Worcester sauce. Mix that all together and bam, your sauce done. Now you're gonna put 6 ramen soup to boil, and yeah, 6 ramen soup sound like a lot. I'd release a lot, so if you don't want so much, well, you'd rather add 6, but I wanted 6, so yeah, that's 60. Sprinkle a little salt on top of it for the flavor, then cover it to boil, and you're leaving it for 5 minutes. Now you're gonna cut your veggies to your preferred size. I prefer this size because otherwise it's too small for the meal. Now take a pot with some oil and cook your veggies till they get a little brown. Next you're gonna take your wok or your big pan and you can heat it up with some oil. Then you're gonna cook your meat. I cook the beef first because it takes a little longer. Then I put the chicken and the veggies. And I add the sauce to the veggies and the meat. Mix it up. Then I come in with your noodles. The noodles was a little clumpy because I boiled it a little bit before, but eventually when I keep on working it, come out nice. For pictures, follow me on Instagram and my bio. I think you're on mute.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So I'd say why cringing so hard on it? I'd say cringing real hard.
Nah, cringing hard because it's the way I used to structure it and speak now. I was like, that wasn't the way to go at all. But I guess you had to start somewhere.
Yeah. What? How long ago was this? The first video?
That was like I think October the 18th or the 13th.
Right. Yeah. October the 8th. Did you start off as cooking with Chris? I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, I did start off as cooking with Chris, but eventually I was like, I want to do a little more than just, cooking with Chris. So that I find the name cooking would I kind of slow down that process. So that's why I changed it to just Kriston.
Oh, okay. I saw that. I was like, oh, cooking with Chris. I mean, it's good to be specific, I have to say, right? But I guess you're kind of thinking ahead about where the brand will go and what you want to do with it. Where in your mind is this heading?
Well, the next step here not after TikTok, but it's to start YouTube. I really want to start doing YouTube and doing to be honest, vlogs, because I find like they do have it. Well, I don't really see Trinidadians doing that much. So I feel like it will be something new, something fresh, and people will, be okay to watch it. So that's why I want to start vlogging. Yeah.
So you want to do vlogging and you want to do longer form content format on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that would be good. I would love to see what your YouTube show would look like. I would follow that. I mean, and there are lots of food content creators out there. Which Trini content creators or food content creators do you follow?
I follow Trini Cooking with Natasha, and to be honest, it have a few all through Instagram, but I can't remember the names. But it have people who does like bake cakes, cupcakes, do Trinidadian cooking, all these kind of things there. So it kind of diverse.
Right. I don't know. I mean, depending on how you're doing, I know some of these guys. We'll talk offline about, we'll talk offline about some of the details. I know some of these guys. Okay, so I have one piece of constructive criticism for you, right?
Yeah.
When you do the intros to the videos, you always look at yourself and not the camera. Why is that?
When I look at myself, right, I be like, what do I call it? Well, like I can actually see myself now, so I could be like, all right, you ain't looking too bad in this intro. But when I watch the camera dead on, it's like I can't really see myself. If you understand what I'm saying. And I feel like I just glare at you like hard when I watch the camera. So that's why I just try to avoid it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good to make the eye contact, especially when you're talking to people about something. And I love the intros of how you're eating the food and everything.
Yeah,
That
thank
that
you.
is that is good. It's really excellent. All right, so let me jump back to how we met and the actual video that I saw
Yeah.
that really made a difference. But first, let me say good morning to Muhammad. Good morning. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate that. And to Dana. Dana is one of our faithful members of the useful content community. You can see her throwing up her bulbs there. She knows the deal. Thank you, Dana, for jumping on. I appreciate that as well. All right, so this is the video that I actually met you on. Let's take a look at
Yeah.
that.
Just this enough, but it is very important to start with what you have. The first time I started recording cooking videos, I started with a $20 tripod, and this tripod could not even stand on its own because it needed tape to hold up my phone. And sometimes tape alone would not have been enough, so I used to put a pack of rice on it to weigh it down. And the combination of the tape and the rice was working because I was getting my videos done. Now I was able to save some money to get a better tripod which could stand on its own without tape or rice, and it's way easier and way better than using the $20 one. My point is you don't need hundreds of dollars or fancy equipment to do something you love to do. You could simply start by using the things you have around you, and eventually with time and hard work, things will get better. Just trust the process and keep pushing.
Yeah, that was I thought was a very excellent message and introduction to you.
Yes.
So why did you think it was important for people to know that they should start off with whatever they have?
Well, I think it's important because my parents and my family, we's not the richest, so you had to make do with what you have. So I was like, why not show people what I grew up with or what I grew up hearing, so they could have the same mindset and probably instill it in people, well, generations to come. Yeah.
So when you made that video, were you specifically targeting people your age?
No, it was just a general message to spread, a little positivity and to let people know, you don't really have to start big to start something great. You could start with literally nothing and turn it into something great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very true. And I'm glad that you started what you did. It's very important that you start. As a matter of fact, I think when you were doing your 10 questions, one of the answers that you give is if you could go back in time, you would go back to last year and start this earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you feel like you were late? Like you should have really started earlier?
I feel like what I call it. I won't say that everything start later because I don't like to rush anything. Things probably happen a certain way for a reason. But
Hmm.
I feel like in terms of me as a person, like I'm now starting to really show my personality and kind of express myself. And I feel like if I just started earlier, I could be a little more confident and do me a little more. So that is why I think I should have started a little earlier. Because I'm a little more confident than I am prior 2 years or probably 3 years. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's just true. It takes time to build that confidence in front of the camera and to
Yeah.
kind of find a structure. So I've noticed that you started to integrate more storytelling in your cooking videos. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a small change, but it's significant when you consider how it impacts the quality of the videos. What made you decide to begin to do that?
Well, what make me decide to do it because the videos I had before when I normally don't put my face and I just voice it over, I was like, but I find it not performing properly. So I did my research and everybody speaking about quality, quality, quality. But I was like, my camera quality good, so I have to do quality. But it's not that quality they're speaking about, it's how you actually present the video and do a video. So I was
Mm.
like, okay, I should start to put more of me in. I should make it a little less boring by making a little more jokes, integrating some new parts, getting the foods from different angles, and yeah, that's how I decided to make that change.
And I like the fact that you said you did your research, like you kind of was spurred on to do that. Do you think that that's important for anybody who's creating content?
That's really important because before I started TikTok, well, normally I just on the app seen people with millions and thousands of likes something, and I was like, wow, that must be luck. But when I really sat down and took the time to understand how things went, it was like it's not really luck. You just had to have a quality video and really, grasp the audience. So I was like, yeah, I worked on that. I found out how to use hashtags and all these things, and yeah, we reached it now.
So when you started off Instagram, you started posting mostly images of food, and then
Yeah.
at some point you switched to videos. What prompted that switch?
But from that switch, another I saw a video. The person was speaking about Instagram changing, so changing from a kind of picture based app to more video based app, and I was like, true, that could be true what he's saying. So that's why I say let me try putting out reels now, using the reels feature, and that's why I started posting the videos.
Were you already posting on TikTok at that time?
No, when I was posting all the pictures on Instagram, I wasn't posting any TikToks.
So then what made you jump onto TikTok?
I made my jump on the TikTok. Well, it was advice from someone that was like, you should start posting videos. I was like, true, but I gained the confidence, so I was like, nah, probably I shouldn't. But then eventually the push. So I ended up posting my first video. Yeah, and that was the yakisoba noodles.
Yeah, that was the yakisoba noodle. I look at the comments and somebody saying that's not yakisoba noodles. It's like saying, well,
Yeah,
ramen noodles was the deal,
yeah,
and think that was really cool.
yeah,
And it seemed that from the get-go, even though you found that was cringe, that first video, it seemed from the get-go that you had some sort of a thought of the structure of the video.
yeah.
And of course you have your classic intro line, you know the drill, take it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did that come from? And well, first of all, where did that intro line come from?
Well, the intro line, to be honest, it just came because I was voicing over and I was like, how I could really start this video without just dropping information on them. So I was like, and I was just literally voicing over and it just come out. So, the drill, take it in there. And ever since, I guess I'm not going to drop it.
All right. And so when you did that video, because that first video got like 20-something thousand views. It was like your first video out the gate.
Yeah.
And then afterwards you so the second video, like say, well, the intro worked, let me do it again. That's what you said in your head?
Yeah. And it was unique because I realized some people, when they post in the content, they have like something they could recognize by. So, for instance, if I say, the jail ticket in, people will be like, hey, that's Kriston, you understand? So it's something like that, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. What you call it, building your brand. It's building people's awareness of your uniqueness out there, because you have to be different in order to stand out. So that's excellent stuff. All right. So who taught you to cook?
Who taught me to cook? To be honest, nobody. Nobody really taught me to cook. The first time I jumped into it, I was like, it shouldn't be that hard. I should be able to follow the recipe. So I jumped in and I did follow the recipe to the neat, and it came out surprisingly very good. I was shocked with myself, but I was like, I can't mess it up if I read the recipe. So yeah.
What recipe are you following?
Well, it's different recipes on different days because some of them don't have as much reviews. Some of them not tested as yet. So I prefer take a recipe that already have reviews and tested and work with it.
Right. So also it's not like a book, it's like videos online.
No, yeah, it's like videos and recipes on the internet and stuff.
All right, cool. So you taught yourself. So your mother, I guess you have your both parents around or just mom?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, so they didn't see all you're wasting my ingredients, so they didn't
Right,
pull you up on that?
in the beginning, they all used to talk. They used to be like, oh, you're wasting thing, boy. Put back my thing. Why you wasting this for? But eventually, as I try to show them, hey, my food not tasting bad, so don't try that. They start, all right, we go let them do it thing, you understand? That's
right. Right. So on TikTok, we only see you eating. You just put the food in your mouth, you eat it.
Yeah.
Right? So do you make it for the entire family, or they don't never get to eat the food you're actually making for TikTok?
Well, when I'm making the food, right, sometimes the recipe call for ridiculous amounts of ingredients. So I was like, no way, so let's cut it in half, right? So sometimes when I cut it in half, the quantity is way smaller. So by the time I get to eat and I eat later, it might have a piece for them or one remain for them. They taste it, but they want to come on camera because they come from work, they're tired. So it's all like that now.
So they think you're doing well? Anybody ever complain?
No, they complain, but my mother will give me talk because that my mother. So she will come and say, oh, I don't like this, or this and this. I gotta watch out, look at you, that's how. And be like that, but the food tastes good.
All right. So overall, how does your family feel about what you're doing?
Overall, the feel very good about it because every time, well, when I come down there, just be like, oh, I'm so proud I am, my grandmother. I like what you're doing. Stay at it, You're not following what other people doing, all the other influences in Trinidad. So yeah, she really appreciated it. And my cousins and them love what I'm doing too. So yeah.
Does your grandmother understand TikTok?
No. And 1 minute, let me just slow down. There's noise in the back, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead. So people, we're talking with Kriston, the TikTok chef. He's an amateur chef. Of course, we are giving him his first days of live interview. Hopefully, I think this is his first live interview. So he's gonna go into his house to lower the noise in the background, which is really cool. And let me just say hello to Robert Berry in the comments here. In the meantime, hi Robert, great to see you. You may find that the screen next to me is empty, but that's just because my guest has gone to quiet the rest of his environment while he comes back online to continue the conversation with us about his cooking on TikTok. And so the conversation we've been having so far is really diving into his process. Here's Kriston. He's come back and he's having his seat and he shushed everybody and he shushed everybody and tell them, hey, I don't know what time it is on live.
With you, mother, behave.
Thanks a whole lot. What question were you answering just now? Can't even remember.
We answered how the family feel about it.
Right. Apart from making noise, how the family feel about it?
They feel okay about it, Granny supportive, auntie supportive, uncle. Basically, everybody, they really like what we're doing.
Right. Oh, I was asking you if your grandmother understands TikTok.
No, she don't understand anything about internet. I tried to, introduce her to it, but she had a phone, but then she was like, no, I can't operate it. So she gave it away for me too.
Right. Just keeping it simple.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so well, how does it look off? Well, you only started this last year. You literally started when you were 17 or 16?
16 actually. Yeah. I started October the 18th in terms of posting on TikTok.
And that's when you, like, as you went into the kitchen, you started to post one time, or you had like a lead time up to it?
Now, when the first ever picture I post on Instagram was a present photo. So like that day itself, I went to cook and then I took the picture and posted it. And same thing with the yakisoba noodles. Like the same day I edited it up, and then later in the night I ended up posting it.
Right. So you were out the gate as soon as you create this stuff. You're posting it at one time.
Fresh out.
All right, let's look at your most popular video, the one that's gotten the most views, right? Let's have a look at that. Hopefully that one is not cringe too.
Can be like, say no the drill, take it easy. First we can blend up some garlic, onions and carrot. Then we could start with the best part. You're going to brown some sugar, then add the chicken in. Next you're going to add in the carrots, then you're going to add pigeon peas, then rice, some shadow benny, and some water. Now add salt, black pepper and coconut milk powder, and you can cook for about half an hour. Make sure to add some more water, then cover the pot. Now we can prepare for the macaroni pie. You're going to beat the egg, add onion and garlic powder, then you're going to add ketchup and mustard, some black pepper, some milk, then you're going to mix. Rest it in the fridge until you're ready. Then you're going to boil the macaroni, then you're going to mix in butter, cheese, then you're going to mix in your milk mixture. Then you're going to put it in a glass dish, spread it to the corners, then top it with some more cheese. Then you're going to add some more parmesan and bake it. Then it should come out looking like this. Then you could plate but with the dimension.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Did you have a sense that that video would have done as well as it did?
No, actually I didn't, because that's before I understood how to increase the quality on a video. So I was just really kind of freestyling it, and I was like, I expected it to do low numbers actually, but when I saw it took off, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's good. Look at Arlene is saying, I do admire this guy from TikTok. Will you consider taking a professional course or career path as a chef?
Hi, Miss Arlene. And no, I do not plan to take a professional career course as a chef.
Also, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, well, because to be honest, I know I still something, but I just do like the idea of a 9 to 5. I can't stomach that now. So that's why I want to be successful in content creation. So that's why I would like to make a career path in that field.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. So,
Yeah.
so are you saying that there is quite a possibility that the content you create in the future will not be around food?
Yes, it would not be around food, but I'm trying to integrate it because that is what I really like to do. So I want to find a way, a balance that I could bring in food, but I could also bring in me to meet to the middle, and do things I like and have the food and that on a same level kind of way. So,
Well, that's interesting. That's a very interesting
yeah,
idea about how you're gonna do the food, but integrate aspects of your life into. It's you'll figure it out. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I mean,
yeah,
everybody's doing it a particular way. If you could find a unique way to do it and deliver the same value to people in terms of educating them about how to do things and still have the entertainment and stuff, it'll be
yeah,
good. It'll be good. I'm positive it'll be good. So it's just a case of kind of figuring out how this thing will work in the future.
yeah, how to bring it together.
Yeah. So you said in one of your videos that having the right people around while you're chasing your dream is important. Because if God didn't put these people in your life, you feel like you would have been a different person.
Yep.
So what is the dream that you're chasing?
The dream that I chased, to be quite frank, and I say it because I like to achieve big things, I like to set things small. I want to be the biggest content creator in Trinidad. Yeah, the
That's
biggest.
that's a good goal.
Yeah,
That is a good goal. That's a good goal. And I off to a good start.
yeah,
And as you go on that path to chase that dream as a content creator, how do you plan to maintain those healthy relationships as you grow?
well, for the how I plan to maintain my healthy relationships is that every Friday, well, since school open back and thing, not all my cousins don't really say have free time as much again as in vacation. So normally I go down the road every Friday, align with my family, we laugh, we eat, we do the whole 9 yards. But in terms, I don't think like what they call it, like the bigger I get, the more hard things going on get because the family close knit. Because I there since I born really. So I don't think that no matter how big things get or how much things change, I don't plan on changing. So I think it shouldn't, affect any relationship I have with them.
Yeah. I think it's important to be very kind of focused on the things that matter as you grow.
Yeah.
At 17 I was in technical school. I sat CXC at 15 actually.
Yeah.
And then because when are you gonna sit CXC next year?
I finished CXC last year.
Last year you started at 16.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, you're kind of prolific, like your boy here, which is good. So what's the plans? What's the plans apart from being a content creator? How are you gonna? What's the path gonna look like? Have you thought about that?
Well, no, to be honest, not at the moment, but I know eventually that I'm gonna have to find something to do or some work to do in the meanwhile while I chase the dream. So, but I'm not too sure on what that is at the moment because I don't want to do like a 3-year degree or a 4-year degree in UE. Then I really not planning to use it because I want to create content. So I will, because I did business in school, right? In TXT. So if I was to do a business bachelor's degree or something, I don't really plan on using it because I want to create content. So that is the kind of crossroad for me, I guess.
Yeah, I think that so many things that you learn inside the context of school and even university are useful.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in the way you might think about it. You might not literally take the work and then use it. But I guess there are other ways you can integrate it. But there are many ways to reach the way you're going. So, you're discovering the path. And the good thing about youth is that time really is on your side. You have a opportunity to kind of go through the process. Going through the process is important, so that's very, very good. All right, so let's look at this this challenge you did, this three ingredient challenge you did right here,
Yeah. Challenge, I made a comment on that one. Well, that is today. This is my take on the 3-ingredient challenge. So you know the drill. Take it in there. Now this is not corned beef, so where you go out your way to season it properly. Then you're gonna mix everything up and you're going and cook it. Now while you know this meat going to be as spicy as you. So if you don't want it so hot, add some tomato paste. Now it's time to make your cheese sauce, and I suggest using a non-stick pan bowl. For me the funds won't allow that. Now that you finish, it's time to plate. So you're gonna get
macaroni, a beef, your cheese, and you could eat. Me even can't gas up myself. My presentation all love, but in terms of taste, all yeah, oh god. But y'all, this is what Minnie made. Feel free to don't vote for her in the comments. And lastly, this is what Secret Kitchen made. So let me know in the comments who really win this challenge.
All right. Well, who won the challenge?
Secret Kitchen actually with it. She made ravioli. That's what it was. And she made it from scratch too. So.
Oh, she made the pasta herself?
Yeah, so she really deserved to win this. Yeah.
Oh, okay, man. She come in hard there, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does defeat feel?
It feels okay, you know. I was humble because I was really talking smack, but I get humble, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, so that's good to get a little licks, you know. You brush yourself off first. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in and think. Next time I'm gonna learn to make my pasta from scratch, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you had to realize one of the biggest things about development in yourself. You had to realize that there are more things that you don't know than you know, and so the more you search for that is the more you'll be able to grow. Aline is saying that she saw that one. She made the pasta. Yeah. from scratch. Yeah. So it's cool, man. Very, very cool. So that Mario's Pizza video was that a brand deal? How did that work?
No, that was actually a promotion for the actual pizza itself. There was like something creative done with the pizza because they don't need a review because it's Mario's. So there was something done creative with the pizza. So that's why I say, you know what, let me do a whole skit on the pizza.
Right. And so what was how did that happen?
Well, I think how it happened was they reached out to me on Instagram and they was like, would you be down to do, I think it was either a collaboration or a promotional video. And I was like, yes, because I never had done before. It's my first time married, so I said yes for one time. And that's how I reached here.
Right. And you need what do you need to do is like, I mean, once you're doing food brand, people are gonna reach out to you, and I guess they're gonna utilize the platforms.
Yeah.
But you gotta be anyway, there's a lot of different things you have to have working behind in order to make these things good for you. So yeah, in the future, when brands reach out, it should be a structure. I know you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. But I know that feeling that when the brand reach out to me, boy, excitement, you know, and you jump in. You need those experiences as well, you know. But as you grow in the future, it's gonna have to have a structure. Like so like Caribbean Pot and it's one of the people who I was talking with.
Yes. I just follow him to Caribbean Pot.
Yeah. He's supposed to be on the show sometime.
Yeah.
And you know you have to really have a kind of a structure for it in terms of how you get deal with those brand stuff and things like that. Yeah, it's important. But you'll figure it out. You know, putting your toes in it hasn't been a year yet. It hasn't been a year.
Yeah, under a year.
Under a year. So you know, kind of getting your speed up. So which should be really, really good. Yeah. Interesting. All right, so let's jump into a segment I like to call Agree, Disagree.
Yeah.
Right. I just have a few questions for you. So basically, this segment is I'm going to read you about 6 statements, and you will tell me if you agree or disagree. And of course, you should add why. Some of them are specific to you. Some of them are general statements, and you just give your feedback on it. No, it doesn't reflect whether I agree or disagree with it. It's just general statements that you can look at. Right. So let's jump into that segment right about now. All right, so let's go in with agree, disagree. Now, this first question is something that I ask everyone, and I want you to answer it. First one is agree, disagree. Passion before skill.
Disagree.
Oh, now this one has had a split. Tell me why.
Well, why I think you should I think before, well, there's a real contradiction to me when I say disagree, but for certain things, I find that you should improve the skill before you attack the passion. Because let me say something like football, right? If you're just trying to go a passion, you would reach if you continue and stick at it. But if you're honing on your skills first and you actually kind of get them done, then you could fast forward to chase your passion. You understand? So that's why I think skill before passion in certain aspects.
Okay, all right, good. So okay, all right, so
Yeah.
disagree. All right, so next one. Agree, disagree. Anyone can cook.
That I agree with that. Literally anyone. It's as simple as the word itself. COOK, 4 letters. I find anybody could really pick up something in our kitchen and make something good out of it. So I think anybody could cook.
Right. Have you ever like made something and completely bomb it and had to hide it?
Well, recently, just of last night, I was trying to make pot bake, right? But the recipe I follow, it didn't call for yeast, right? So it was kind of like flat now. And my father was like, "No, this is not the way." He said that not good. That thing cooked through it, and I was like, "Wow!" After I spent so much time on the show bake, and yeah, so that is one I didn't really keep it under the radar because I made a video out of it, a funny video, which I ain't post as yet, but yeah, so
Right, right. So pot bake fail,
yeah,
basically.
pot bake fail.
All right. So just about to come in and say, "No, we can't eat that." Listen, as a father, you're like saying you better eat that, and you know waste them ingredients. You better eat it. I listen. You lucky, yes. You're lucky that you can come in and say eat it. That's you gotta eat a whole big by yourself. You know.
I was prepared. You know?
You're prepared. Yeah. That'd be bad mind. That's like eat that whole big by yourself. You know. If it raise no
Yeah.
yeast. Anyway, agree, disagree. Football over cooking.
Ooh, nah. Have oh, I have to disagree because I really, really like cooking, but I really, really like football. You know, if how I would agree if I was actually playing the sport professionally for sure, football over cooking any day. But since I actually start something with cooking and actually enjoying it, nah, not anymore.
Not anymore, not anymore. That's a
Yeah,
recent change. Like
yeah,
around this time last year, you would have say definitely say cooking over football.
yeah,
Football over cooking, but now it's different.
yeah,
All right, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
yeah.
All right, so agree, disagree. Being relatable is more important than being knowledgeable.
Being relatable. I feel like, yeah, I agree with it. I agree with it because I feel like if somebody could relate to you on like a kind of one-to-one level, then they would be more inclined to, keep up with you and support you in terms of things we're doing. So yeah, that's I think being relatable is more important.
All right, nice, nice. Okay. Agree, disagree, right?
Yeah.
On social media, you grow more from doing rather than consuming.
Yeah. Well, yes, I do agree with that actually, because on social media, when you do more, you learn more, right? So it's kind of doing is consuming in a way. So if I do like how I start my videos and I research, I know that I was doing this and it was not working, so obviously we have to change up. So that's why I find doing is still consuming, but you're learning on the way while doing. So yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
great. That's the end of the segment. Agree, disagree. Thanks so much for responding to the statements, Kriston.
Yeah,
That was very, very, very good. So we are bringing the show in for our landing. It's just been about just under 40 minutes. Let me just check the comments here. So yeah, Arlene was supposed to make the last comment, and let me
yeah,
go back and let me show your handles. So this is at just Kriston on IG and TikTok. That's pretty simple.
yep.
Um, you're gonna. Well, you're not on the light. I don't understand that. Light
Cause the
there,
sun went down. The sun went down.
the line lighted the whole time. You're not on the light. They're gonna rain in Grandia or what?
No, I don't think so now. But I think
Yeah.
it's just the cloud block this.
Right, right. So do you plan to have like a website and different things in the near future?
Um yes, I do plan to have a website, but it won't be about me because as I told you, I don't like really 9 to 5s. So I plan to have businesses. What do you call it? When I get a little older, plan to do things I also like to do except cooking. So that is yeah, I plan to have a website when I start those things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You really need to anyway, we'll talk offline.
Yeah,
Some things you need to structure and kind of think about it. There are things that I learned by trial and error that you don't have to learn by trial and error.
yeah,
That somebody could just say, yeah, this is the way to do it.
yeah,
So that's his Kriston's handles on IG and TikTok. Go check him out and join there and take it in there. He has really excellent content across on cooking content across on TikTok and IG. Are there any last things you'd like to share? Anything you'd like to promote with the people before we jump offline, Kriston?
No, well, the only thing I have to say is thanks for for who know man, support them. I really appreciate that. Well, they give me the motivation to keep going when I see people laughing, smiling, and enjoying the content. So yeah, thank you all for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and thank you for being positive and
Yeah.
for really sharing, being brave enough to share what you do with Trinidad and Tobago and the world.
Yep. Yep.
And also for saying, yeah, I am 17, because many people are going the opposite direction. Let me tell you, on locally on TikTok, there are a lot of people doing stuff,
Yeah.
and listen, you. Oh, I get tired sometimes. I'm looking at sometimes I just only go on TikTok and look at people who I'm following.
Yeah.
I literally just go and look at people who I'm following, because sometimes the For You page is be a mess.
That's so true.
So I tend to stay away from certain types of content because it's just not useful.
Yeah.
It's just not useful. That's not, and not to say can have, because show you like you have people who entertain you and you like to watch them and stuff like that. But then, obviously, on the other side of that is that how much of that you'll watch, how useful is that
I watch
really?
that stuff. Yeah.
But good work and good stuff.
Thank you.
Does anybody think you're related to Bungie?
Yes, now it kind of calmed down since COVID and people don't really see each other anymore. But before whole of primary school, summer secondary school, Bungie is your cousin or your brother, your uncle. No, I never met Bungie. I don't think Bungie knows me. So yeah, I don't think we're related.
Yeah, definitely. And he lives up he used to live up in Komuto, so that was near Grande and stuff like that. So Brenda, this is actually my wife.
Yeah.
She said, good job, Kriston. Would like to hear about your tablecloth. We talk about that already. We talk about that. We talk about the tablecloth. You see, yeah. She corrected herself as a Kriston. Yeah. Yeah. I told her I was talking to you today. So she jumped on and I mentioned it. Yeah. So Brenda, I did actually mention to Kriston about his tablecloth, his table cover, the classic one. Yeah. Anyway, really good to have you on, and I'll see you on the platform. Thank you so much, Useful Content community, for coming out and for joining us for this Saturday edition, the Caribbean edition of the Useful Content Creation Show. And we'll see you soon. Bye.